Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first, and I have an announcement that I will make right at the end of the game. So, I have the Z, which is a good scoring tile, and vowels to go with it. Can I get the Z doubled? I don't think I can. I've got ozone, but that doesn't get the Z doubled. So, what to do? I've also got ooze and zoo. I'm thinking ozone is going to be best for 30. Oh wow, pretty grim rack, a long way from a bingo. Z takes A, E and O after it. So row I quite hot. I have Cavell on my rack, which would sort the rack out, but nowhere for that. Column 5 also hot because the Z could get doubled. Yeah, maybe ozone to the right would have been better because it would have avoided that possibility. Great, I haven't been punished for that placement. 23 for opponent. And opponent does provide somewhere for Cavell. And this has merit because it's stopping a decent score in row J. If opponent had an I, they could put a big tile on the triple letter square. Cavell doesn't give much away. Totally sorts the rack out, 21 points. Well, I don't think I was expecting to score much more than that. Yeah, and no two-letter V plays, so row K limited in terms of what can be scored from a parallel play. I am going with this. Well, still a long way from a bingo. I would have jug head onto a D. J, F and H, 3 high-scoring tiles. None of them go well together. I'll be looking to play off 2 of them if possible. I don't think I can play off all 3. Even Jughead would leave F on my rack. Now, opponent plays quickly, 23 points, so I still have a slender lead. I don't have anything for going in front of H, O. J can go in front of O. So, what do I have here? Oik only takes an S. Nothing goes well vertically with the V. I'm not seeing anything down from the L. I've got laugh, but that stops 1 square short of the triple word square. So, what do I have? I have Juga and Joe. Let me see what that scores. It doesn't feel great. 23 points, and Juga takes an L. Can I do any better? And are there any spots I've overlooked? Do I really have nothing to go in front of H-O? I don't. What about a play over the top of Hobo? Not necessarily playing the J. Oh, I thought for a moment I had Hadge, which I do have, but ABE not good. So do I have anything which goes in front of BE? I don't. So I really am stuck with this placement. What about playing Jew here? I think this is better score than Juga. And Jew only takes an S as opposed to Juga, which took an L. Okay, I'm going with this. Wow, more scoring tiles. Okay, well, fortunately, opponent isn't running away with bingos, but he is on turn. Now, through an R, I would have Wharf and Wharve. And opponent doesn't bingo. Fantastic. Only 21 points. So, what am I going to do? I have Horf through the U. That plays off two of my big tiles. The better two. Now, opponent's play of Ov took out this great spot for my W. I could have played Vor. Do I have anything which goes in front of Oh-Ho? No, I don't. Ho-Ho not good. What about a play down from the L? Nothing. I have half in row K. Wow, very slim pickings on this board. What about column 5? What goes in front of OF? Nothing I've got. Nothing I've got goes in front of you. So, I have Horf. Let me see what this scores. A miserable 20 points. Wave isn't terrible. But is there really nothing down from the L? 14 minutes on my clock. I don't think there is. Bell is good. I don't have an L. But is there something better through the U? I think I do need to play in column 11 because I'm not seeing anything anywhere else. No, I'm not seeing anything better than this. And there is one good thing about this, is that as it stands, I have Wave in column 12 for a decent score. Horf for 20. Well, pretty good. Through a T, I would have View Data, which takes an S. Not seeing a 7 here. Just looking in column 12 to see if I've got a play beginning AW. I'm just wondering about Add View. I think that's just ADVEW rather than IEW. So certainly column 12 at the top, Wave. Well, Waved in that spot is going to score quite decently. Horf takes an S, so row H slightly hot. Still nothing to go in front of Oh-Ho, which I think is C, B, S and T. What about a play down from the L? Well, still not. Okay, I've considered that several moves, but nothing has appeared or come to mind. What if column 12 at the top is blocked? What's the best I can do at the bottom? Let me check Add View. I don't think it's good. No. And a Wave doesn't take a D. What about a play through the H? Not seeing anything. Now, if opponent plays down from the L, he might be putting a T in the open. That's the only floater I've seen so far, which would give me a bingo. Add View without the I would also play at the top, but I think Waved is going to score the most. And I also have Wived in that spot, but that would leave duplicate A. Opponent taking a while with this play. So I have Add View in row K and LA, but not for a particularly high score. Now Doff is good, so fantastic. Opponent has left alone my spots, but do I have anything better? Ned takes an S in front. Wave is going to create access to triple word squares, so I need to consider what else is available. I've got similar options to Waved on the left-hand side of the board. But do I have a bingo through the N? No, I don't. So this is what I'm thinking of. Waved for 45. What does the D add? 7 points. Yep, it's worth playing. Yep, I am going with this. Wow, pretty good pick. This looks jolly close to a bingo. I have Giantry. Does that play anywhere? I don't think it does. And I don't think Giantry has an anagram. What a shame. So, how about the floaters? I'm expecting opponents to play through the W. What about the A? No. What about the N? Training. Wow, I have training through the N. Fantastic. And surely that will stay available. Opponent must be drawn to the W like a moth to the flame. But supposing training is blocked, what's the best I've got with the W? It would be nice to play the Y. I think, well, no, I don't think whiny is good. I think that's EY. I have yawing. Okay, well, that would be a handy score. Although not as much as training. Training is going to be pretty volatile because it's going to be sticking a bingo-y tile in the middle of a triple lane. But it's still going to be worth doing because it's the only bingo I've seen. Just wondering if I'm 100% confident that Giantry doesn't have an anagram. Well, I'm not, but I'm in the 90s. Oh wow, nice bingo by opponent. Is there anywhere for Giantry? And there is, because Actress takes a Y. Fantastic. Is this the play? So I have training. Oh wow. It's hard to resist this because such a nice play, but A over this triple word square is just asking for a big response. That's 80 points. Let me have a look at training, which I thought was volatile. Well, this is also 80 points. This is a better play. It's opening a triple lane, but that A over the triple word square is more dangerous than opening a triple lane. Yeah, I am going with this. Not a great pick, but it's 7 random tiles, so can't complain. And row A still available, so the board wide open. S, super bingo-y floater out in the open, as is A, T and R, plus access to triple word squares. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, 5 of them. Okay, so what am I going to do with this rack? W and U are a bad combination. Still both blanks to come. Oh, wow, an opponent triples 140 points. Goes into an 80-point lead. Brutal. Well, okay, let me focus on my own rack. Oh, wow. If only Giantry had scored a little bit more, I would have played it, and maybe there was a third bingo elsewhere. So, what am I going to do here? Not seen anywhere great for warmer. In any event, that retains the U, so it's not a great rack leave. Do I have anything through this A? Don't think so. I have WAWE, keeping MU double R, which isn't terrible, since the U is my only vowel, but the Q's gone. There are 2 U's to come. I'd rather play the U if I can, but this is my baseline, 11 minutes on my clock. I think Mareru might be good, retaining the W. Not seeing anything through this A. Not seeing anything onto the G. Do I have an alternative through this W? What about rewarm? I think it's pre-warm, but what about rewarm? Oh, keeping W and U for not many more points. I'm not going to bother checking that. W can go next to the E, but I'd like to keep the board open. All told, this is the best I've seen. War for 30. And I dodged the U's. Not a bad rack, and I only trail by 40, but opponent on turn. Not seeing a bingo here. Board fairly open for bingos. There's the S of actress. W and E not massively useful. A quite useful. So how am I going to play this rack? My attention does now turn to getting rid of this U. It's damaging bingo prospects. Do I have a play in row B? I'm just wondering about Crame, which doesn't burn the U, but it does score a lot if it's good, and I think it is. Yeah. That's over 40 points. And if opponent may not play there. Well, opponent hasn't played there, but look at that. Opponent plays the final S for only 32 points. I wonder if opponent has got the finishing line in sight. Fortunately for me, there are still these S's in actress available. So this is what I'm thinking of. UNR, not a bad Rackley because of the un prefix, and R is a good tile. So Crame for 44. Wow, I do draw another U. I don't draw any of these other vowels, and look at them, so many A's, E's and I's. Maybe they're on opponent's rack, but I was hoping to be a little closer to a bingo. I can sort the rack out in one with up run, should that play somewhere. Well, I have up runs. And another bingo from opponent, 86 points. Doesn't use the blank. And I think opponent now is close to being out of sight. Wow. Okay. So, what am I going to do here? Amu is good, but I'm not seeing any VU play. Still 15 tiles in the bag. But this is a super non-bingo rack. Well, I can sort out all of the duplicates and create bingo lanes with Kern for 18. I'm going with this. And wow, still not drawing any of these vowels. Let me count the remaining vowels. 13 out of 19. There are only 6 consonants to come. 5 plus the blank. So I can expect to draw vowels. Opponent's got a load. AUA takes an S. 9 tiles in the bag. I have up dry on my rack. Just looking to see if that played in column 10, but it doesn't. Yep, RUS not good. 9 tiles left. Do I have any VU plays? No. So I could play up dry through this R, but it's not going to score very much, and it's going to take out 2 floaters. But I'm thinking maybe it's time to accept that the game is lost and seek to minimize my losing spread. Or is it? Can I get my Y tripled next to the N? No, not seeing a way of doing that. Where else can my Y play? Not seeing anything down from the L or the V. I think up dry is the only move I've seen which sorts the rack out. So I am going with this. Wow, only 17 points. But I'm going to be drawing vowels. Yep, I am going with this. So I have Loriner. Opponent's play has blocked Loriners. Do I have anything beginning with the N? So I have the non-prefix, but I'm not seeing anything there. Just the B and the X in terms of scoring tiles to come. So a couple of two-letter sets to consider, US and AS. Well, this doesn't feel like a particularly propitious rack for 9-letter plays, and I'm not seeing one. Although I do have the OUS ending. And no scoring tiles on my rack, so I'm not going to score well. AME is good. Okay, opponent goes in that spot. Nice score, 36 points, 2 tiles in the bag. So, what to do? If I play off 2 tiles, or if I empty the bag, opponent knows what's on my rack and can plan an out in 2. If I play off 1 tile, opponent cannot plan an out in 2 with certainty. But if I play off just 1 tile, what do I play off? Do I play off my duplicate R, or do I play off a vowel, given that there are a lot of vowels to come? Should I keep the O because of OUS? Well, I think it's either O or R, and I am minded to play off just 1 tile. 6 minutes on my clock. So, where am I going to play? I could play off both tiles with Vor. Not a fan of that. I think I play off the R. The rack leave LNRR is pretty horrible, so I am playing an R. Where is the place to play it? I'm not sure if Mitigate takes an R. Don't think it does. I have her and Amir for 12. Anywhere obviously better. Fard is good. Rue isn't. Yeah, I am going with this. And I draw the X. Non-bingo-y. And I dodged the blank. So, definitely looking at a defeat in this game. And nowhere super hot for the X. And opponent bingos, 79 points, so over 500 points for opponent, and the A was the other tile in the bag. So opponent is going out with the A, and if I'd emptied the bag, opponent would have ended the game with Noilius, so that definitely means that in the context of this game, it was right to play off just the single tile. So do I definitely not have a bingo here? The floating T? No. AS? No. US? No. Okay, so where can I play my X? I have Vernix, and I think this is going to score the most. 32 points. What about a play down from the L? I have 4 minutes. Do I have a play down from the L? No, I don't. Yeah, I'm going back to Vernix for 32. And opponent can play Axe for 10. but we'll also have other options. But axe may be his highest score. Yeah. And the final score, 379 for me, 562 for opponent, a winning margin of 183 points. So well done to opponent. Let's see what I missed. Wow, what a game. Absolutely brutal. Now, the announcement I wanted to make is that I have released a lot of videos on Patreon, and this will be part of an ongoing pattern. The link for Patreon is immediately below this video. Every month I upload new videos, and this month, on the 1st of the month of July, I have uploaded 6 new videos, and absolutely fantastic videos, and 3 Scrabble, 3 crosswords, and one of the Scrabble ones is against HastyBot, the most powerful computer playing Scrabble in the world. And you can play against HastyBot at woogles.io, and you can play with the dictionary of your choice. So I chose the International Dictionary, and I set it to maximum hardness, 20-minute game, and recorded the carnage. So do check that out if you're a Patreon. And membership or patronage is available from as little as $2 a month, and you help support the channel. 3 crossword videos as well, including 2 crosswords which are easier than the Times puzzle and 1 which is harder. So hopefully there'll be something there, whatever your interest in the channel, and your support is greatly appreciated. Now let's get back to this horror show. So it was me to go first. I played Ozone. That looks fine, although possibly to the right would have been slightly better. Now, opponent's rack plays Chi, and I have a run now of racks with a lot of scoring tiles. So I play Cavell for 21, and I like that. Opponent's rack plays Hobo, and I play Jew for 30, nothing obviously better. And at this point, things are looking good. I'm not having great racks, but opponent has not zoomed off, and I have a slender lead. D5. Oh, because of Waff. Vor and Waff for 27. What do I do? Oh, Horf for 27. So yes, Vor would have been a better play. Now, great rack for opponent. Missed bingo. Net heads through the H, difficult to see. Plays Ned in my W spot. So I still lead. And I have waved for 45, which felt good. Opponent now bingos with Actress and takes a 15-point lead. And here we go. I saw Giant Tree. I saw Training, and that has an anagram in the same spot. Doesn't alter the tile in first place. So effectively, I did consider all options. Do let me know if you think either of these is particularly stronger than the other, because I still don't know. I opted for Training to avoid putting a vowel next to the triple word square. But look at this, fantastic triple 9-timer from opponent, and he had a choice of them. So splendid spot by opponent, putting him into a bingo's lead. This was my rack. I thought about rewarm, didn't like UW. Went for War for 30, keeping MURR, and I still like that play. However, I think War, K11, may be better. EMR, much nicer rack leave than MURR. Although I would be taking out this S floater and opening up row O. However, all S's have gone. So on balance, I think War would have been a better play. All S's have gone because opponent's got one on his rack. Opponent plays Post. And now I have Cream for 44. And I was still in with a decent shot here, I felt. Just 33 points behind. And look at this. Opponent starting to accumulate vowels. However, has this amazing row A bingo for 86 points. And really, he is pretty much out of sight unless I can reply with a bingo straight away, and I certainly cannot. So I play Kern for 18. Opponent draws the blank and has a bingo. Borhinia, C15. Where's that? Through the N. Wow. 5 vowel 8. Very difficult to see. Opponent misses it and plays Hour for 14. This is my wretched rack. And, well, I play Up Dry for 17. N12. Because of Actressy, I could have played Yup for 29. Interesting. Might have been worth doing, since opponent has... Well, I would be taking out row N, but I would be drawing probably some vowels. I don't know. Yup is a bigger score than Up Dry, but I think this is all about minimising the losing spread rather than any chance of winning. Now, opponent's rack plays Vibe for a decent score. I've got a decent rack. No bingo. Leonor, finally there is a play down from the L, but I wanted to leave one in the bag and did that with her and Amir. Opponent, fantastic spot of Noiliest. Also has Iolites, N5 and Hours, but Noiliest, better position and better score. So here we go. I trail by 200 points, and this is my final rack. I play Vernix for 32, and opponent goes out with Axe, which is just 4 more than his next best play. So, what a game. Absolutely astonishing stuff. Slow start from both of us. Neither of us got a bingo down for a while, and then I finally do have a bingo, and I have an agonising choice between Giantry and Training. I still think Training was the right play, but that was just the play that opponent needed to get down a triple. And although I was only a bingo behind, opponent's late bingo of Mitigate pretty much put the game beyond my reach, and he went on to run out a winner by a huge margin. So absolutely fantastic stuff. Many congratulations to opponent on his victory. I hope you enjoyed watching that game. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.